season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. The inside handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Finds his man in the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. They give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Russell. Dances away. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Trying the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the 1st. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's going for a big play downfield. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Trying to take it back.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still had it.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
Great place to start for this offense. The give to the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Space. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Alabama pushing the tempo. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
This quarterback part of their running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, the offense dialing up the jet sweep, and I like that idea because this receiver, with his speed, you want to try to get him on the perimeter, put the ball in his hands and see what can happen.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, I like trick plays. I just don't love dialing up the reverse on third down, though, because if the defense doesn't bite, and they're already expecting pass anyway, a lot of guys have their eyes on the QB. They're just following the football in zone coverage, and they use their speed, rally to him, make a tackle, and now set up fourth down.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Kennesaw State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Back up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Sperry. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for room. It's Glass. Inside the 40. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Defense looks like they're coming. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, noles! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're working that left side. At the 40, there he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll run play action. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that now. What opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Russell. It's complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And he will score! Touchdown, Bama!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Quarterback gets the 1st down. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Noles will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cummings. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
He's got an open man. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw again. Release to the back. It's on target and complete. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
To the air, it's Russell. Now he's going to break the pocket. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown time. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
The running back has it.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive reads.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
3:25.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big...
There he goes! And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, you know that every single week, this guy's legs are going to be a problem, and the defense just has not had an answer for him. They can't keep him in the pocket. That last play, he's able to get outside, scramble, and go make something happen. And with that last run, he's now eclipsed the 100-yard rushing mark for the game.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson
so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option, the normal way, with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Back to pass, it's Sperry. That's caught, it's Glass. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. As if they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And the Noles will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Takes it on the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Running to the left. Breaks into the open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Throws for the tight end. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Spits it out to the back. Converts on fourth down, still going. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Ringo.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And the defense not fooled at all as they stop this play at the line.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football, and it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Russell. Moving away from pressure. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming. Time to take a shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively,
he's looking deep. Intercepted to stop the threat.
this is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Off play action on first down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much.
Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the... He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Trying to run it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quickly to the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Extending the play. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Going for it all. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bama! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Got a man. It's Glass.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages. They're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Defense looks as if it's coming. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know Mr. Quarterback.
Turning it on! Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Alabama pushing the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Still on his feet at the 45. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot. Getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him to...
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And a short run there, and that'll end it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.